Welcome to part 5. Right, I've just remembered what the format, the ordered list is. Right, so the first list, it needs to be formatted as an ordered list. So we go to split, and it's here. Okay, so what you do is at the top, okay, you oh, it might be actually, it might be a better idea actually to put it here. No, it's the list where the list starts. Sorry, here it is. Silly me. Right, so open up tags and you put in OL for ordered list. Now, as you can see, it ends it there. So we cut that out, and then right at the bottom, so it says qualify open water diver. There we are. Right at the list there. At the end, we finish. Okay, so now that's formatted as an ordered list. Right, so this one needs to be an unordered list. So where it says have fun, right, let's look for that. Actually, I'm just going to click on it and it'll find it for me. There we go. Right, where's my cursor? Oh, here it is, yeah. Okay, so in front of the list, it needs to be unordered. So open up tabs, I think it's unordered list, OL. Okay, then you know it closes it right away, as usual. Right, so experience amazing fish. There we go, just after that there we close it. Control V. There we are. Oops. Control V. There we go. So that's how we put our ordered list and unordered list in. Now it may not look like it's made any difference, but they're going to be looking out for that. Okay? Right, so done. Right, so now moving on. Right, so replace the image that we did in step 4. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next bit. Right, so as I said, moving on to the next bit. Now, as you know, it says to save the page as day 12 dive in your Web 31 folder. So, and I'll just check that's not, Web 31 folder, which is already there, so I'm just going to go save. Okay, and as you know, you put this in the browser. It's a preview in the browser, and you print off from the browser. Okay, so it needs to be printed off from the browser. Then you right click, because I'm going to show you this again so you don't forget, and you go to view source, and we view the source. Okay, and they're looking for all these things that we've put in. Okay, so that's the web bit done, and we're finished for that. Now we need to move on to the next bit, because you haven't worked hard enough. So now we need to do the spreadsheet. So I'm going to close Microsoft Expression. Okay, I'm going to close this and open up the booklet again. So it says Extreme Adventure Holiday Company has an office in Switzerland. The office has 37 employees. They use a spreadsheet to record the hours worked each week and calculate their pay. All currency values are recorded in euros to 2 decimal places. Okay, so remember, everything recorded in values to 2 decimal places. Right, so using a suitable software package, J12 employees CSV. So I'm going to open up my spreadsheet now. And I'm going to go into data. And always go from cells A1. Is it data that I import it? Okay, so here we are from text. You probably can copy and paste, I should imagine, but don't work in the comma separated values, because I've done that before and it doesn't let you save things and it kind of messes things up. So make sure you import it into a workbook, whatever you do, or copy and paste it into a workbook, whatever you feel. Okay, my employees file. Right, import. I'm going to click, silly me, I'm going to cancel that because I want to click on cell A1. Right, not tab, we're going to do comma. There we go, and here it is. Right, now I think this one is a little tricky. Okay, so there's may be times where I stop the video and I may double check, so I'm not giving you the wrong information. Okay, so now you need to place your candidate number and so on in the header of the file. Okay, and then in left footer, week 27. Okay, I hate doing headers for some reason in here. I can never find them either because they just put them in a completely different place. So page layout, like I said, I'm not going to pretend to you that I'm perfect and I know where everything is, because I don't. Sometimes I get lost. Plus, I think with 2016, it's it may have changed a couple of things around. I don't know. Some things look different. Okay, I'm getting kind of lost here. Oh, here we are. Header and footer. Silly me. Right. Okay, so in the so it says place, center align the header and place it in this file. Okay, so place your candidate number. So I'm just going to go to the left here. Now I'm going to put it in the center. Okay, so name, candidate, and center number. There we go. Okay, then in the footer, so I'm going to add my footer out here. Right, I want to see where they want it. On the left of the footer, add the text week 27. Okay, so week 27, and they want me to continue there. Last edited by follow today's date and time. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste that. Right, on the right. Now, when you put the date and time in, if you go to, I believe, yes, you can put that in. So current date, current time. Okay. Right, so make sure they go in there. And then, right, that's it. So that's that done. Okay, so now we need to go back to the normal view. Okay, so we need to exit the header and footer. Okay, so I exit the editor view, I've gone back to normal view. Okay, so I'm back home now. Right, so the next thing, right, I'm going to shrink this down actually so I can have them side by side. So it says merge cells A1 to G1 so they become a single cell. A1 all the way across to G1. Okay, and they're now merged. So merge is here. Always look for the box with the 2 arrows in it. There we go, so it's merged. Okay, and format the text so it's white 24-point serif font. Okay, format the cell so that as a background color and center align all of the content. Now the contents are center aligned, but I'm going to click on that again anyway. Now a serif font is an old-fashioned font, as we remember. Okay, such as Times New Roman, which is what I like to use. But you can use whatever serif font you want. It's entirely up to you. I just prefer to stick to Times New Roman and Arial because, yeah, I know that they work for me. Okay, and they want it white in colour. So white in colour. They want the background black. And they want the font to be a size 24. Done. Easy so far. Okay, so far. Right, format the cells B5 and B8 as currency. Now, do remember the currencies in euros with 2 decimal places. So, B5 and B8. So, I want euros and I want 2 decimal places and it's on 2 decimal places, so that's fine. Okay. And then it says save the data model and print a copy of cells A3 to B20 showing the values that make sure the contents of this cell are in range are fully visible to print out. Okay, so showing the values means showing how they are. Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of a backache and a stiff neck now. Right, that's what happens when you sit in front of a screen most of the day. Right, so right, A3 to B20. A3 to B, all the way down to B20 here. Okay, oh, sorry, my mouse is just a nightmare. Right, A3 to B20. Right, there we go. Okay, so it wants us to print, so save the data model and print a copy of the cells. Okay, right, so that means that you go to page layout, print area, set print area. So it says showing the values, single portrait page, print area, oh sorry, orientation, portrait is done. Okay, so this should already go on one page, but we go fit to one page and print preview, and that's what you're going to see. Okay, you can see your header at the top there, you can see your footers at the bottom. They're going to print no matter what. Okay, so make sure that you do as it says and when it says. Okay, so you have to print that. That's done now, right? So imagine that I've printed it. Right, now, okay, so use cells A12 and B20 to create a named range. Right, so A12 across to B down to 20. And it's all you do to make a named range is just type it up here, JC. Done. Now that cell range is called JC and it's named. Okay, so it says show evidence of this in your document. So make sure that you've got that highlighted. So it was A12 to B20. And there we go, it's called JC. Print screen it and put it in your Word document. Okay, so at the bottom here, I'm going to name this as, I'm going to put this actually on another page. I'm going to call this named range of cells. Control V, and I may, well, you would put that on a full screen, so I wouldn't usually crop things out, but I'm cropping this out. It doesn't matter about the time and the date because it's already on the spreadsheet anyway. Okay, so there we go. They can see that that's a name range because they need to see that bit and they need to see that bit. Okay, so they need to see the cell references, which I strongly suggest. Right, I've got about a minute, so let's see what I can move on to next. Right, in cell D24, use the lookup function to show the job description. Use the code column for the lookup range of JC in the array. Okay, so this will make your VLOOKUP a bit easier. Right, okay, just in case I run out of time, I'm going to upload this video now because I'm almost approaching 14 minutes.